Hello, welcome one and all to another edition of Drawing Up Lesser Known Bible Stories. We are on Othniel. Um, we were on Othniel the last time we were together for this, which was last year, just before Christmas, I believe, because, not just before, but a week before, over a week before Christmas, because um, I left up to my dad's the Monday before Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. And although I've been back since then, I left his place on the Monday following, and just a lot of stuff's been going on in my life. Got a new place, just a room, so I've been setting up for that. Just re-gearing up back into everything over the last couple weeks. So hopefully, as long as, depending on a job, um, this will go on at this time. If I get a job, it might change its time, day and time. So I guess with that said, we were on the first, what we'll call the first page is sketching out what we're going to be doing for Othniel. So I need to bring up, we'll call it the script that I have for this. Okay, so we have page one is just being verse 7. The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. They forgot the Lord their God and served Baals and Asherah. Okay, so we have, I believe, a Baal in this first, or in this one panel, followed by Asherah, an Asherah Paul, and then falling down. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this fourth panel at the moment, because this is just basically trying to get them doing evil. So this is different things of evil. So we'll skip that for now. And what we have here, let's see, panel 1, let's, panel 2. And then panel 3. Okay, okay, but I don't think you could see me doing that. I was just reorganizing the folders, if you will, for thing. Now, so page 2 says is verse 8 or part of verse 8 or the main part of verse 8. The anger of the Lord burned against Israel, so he sold them into the hands of Kushna-Roth king, Rishad, king of Aram thing. So okay, so how do we represent the anger of the Lord? Is the question here. That's the big question. How do we represent something like this? You know, something that I might do normally, of course, to show somebody's anger is to show a fist. And make it seem like it's shaking. But that doesn't seem right. This is going to be a tricky one. And then burn against Israel. That is again tricky. But so that he sold them into the hands of the Christian. And of course that doesn't actually mean he got money or anything, but just handed over. So this I might, just try and put a bunch of people traveling, normal Israelites. But we could what we could do is we could reduce all those Israelites walking in panel 2 here. Israelites walking, where we just have to the anger of the Lord burned against Israel for panel 1, which still it's going to be hard, but then we can just create here in panel 3 this king. just do like him on his throne. To, show that. So again, we're left with a panel that we're not sure what to put in it at the moment. But we've got to start for this page anyways. Okay, so I'm renaming these panels because it says frame, and I doubt you guys can see that. But you can see it when I highlight the frame. For panel 5. Okay, so we're on page 3 here, which seems to be the last part of verse 8 and verse 9. To whom the Israelites were subject for 8 years. But they cried out to the Lord, and he raised up a deliverer, Othniel, son of Kenza, Caleb's younger brother, who saved them. Okay. So what I think we're going to do is for this one, we're going to have maybe some Israelites here doing whatever. And then this guy looking over him, looking down, arms crossed. And we're going to continue something along that motif. We have guys looking over, pointing. Here we have some guy pointing out something to this Israelite that he did wrong or whatever, I guess. We did do a thing of Othniel. We got Cushan here and Othniel. Okay, so okay, so again we're gonna have a third one of some sort of Israelites being subjected to these Natharims. So I don't know what we'll have here as a third thing at the moment, so we're gonna skip that. We're gonna come down to the next one, and this is where it says Othniel, son of thing. So what we'll have is Ken's. Call him Ken's for now. So. Holding out his hand towards Othniel. And then for the last panel, it says Caleb's younger brother who saved them. Well, we're not going to do anything showing a shave, but so we'll have Othniel here again. And then we'll have what will be Caleb here, putting a hand around to hug his younger brother. And Othniel has a hand here too, around his bigger brother. You know, a bit of an embrace. Panel. Again, I'm changing the frame to panel. Panel 1. Okay, so now this is where it might get a bit difficult, because for page 4 we're doing verse, or the beginning of verse 10 anyways. And that says, the Spirit of the Lord came upon him so that he became Israel's judge and went to war. Okay, so I guess have Othniel there, and we're gonna have a dove coming down. I know it's very reflective of Christ. You know, when after John the Baptist did something for him, baptized him. You know, the Holy Spirit came upon him in the form of a dove. Christ. So you know, it seems fitting to the Spirit of the Lord to come upon him, show that way. Now, he became Israel's judge. No, I'm not sure exactly how to show that, of course. You know, I think of doing some sort of bench and, you know, a gavel or something like that, but I don't think that would be appropriate. But this one is well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Othniel here getting ready to there's a sword. And he's just going to say, to war, or battle. So yeah, we're gonna have to. We're figuring out a lot. Gonna end up having to figure out a lot of these things as we go along. The Lord gave. Okay. Somehow we didn't put anything on this page, which is page 5. Okay, so page 5, I'm just going to make a big splash page, really. we're gonna have Othniel here. He's gonna be standing victorious. Over the dead king. Okay, again I'm changing names to framed panel. And putting in the right number as well. Okay, so now page 6 just says using verse 11, so the land had peace for 40 years until the son of Othniel son of Kenza died. So here I think we'll just show overhead view, sort of, or maybe a 3/4 or whatever view, something that's showing the town and people just going about their business. Maybe what we'll have here is just somebody handing over some sort of thing. We'll have a stand here, another person here exchanging some coins. I don't know. Just everyday, ordinary stuff. Technically, probably happens no matter what. And then, unfortunately, what we'll have is a thing where you have Othniel, what looks like laying down, but because of the dialogue, we'll know that he's dead. Maybe he will have him wrapped in some burial clothes, just enough so you can see his face. Okay, so that is 6 pages. Now, yes, all of them don't have everything on them. We'll have to figure some stuff out. But you know what? Let's open something new. And although nobody's here, let's see. Be right back. Okay, just because I gotta go to the washroom. Okay, everybody, I am back. Not that there's anybody here. Okay, so okay, so let's see. Are we gonna put this in a folder to people? Yeah, I think we will. Person one. Person two. So what we believe we have here will be I'm gonna have this guy bearded. This guy is seeming a bit deranged. For whatever reason. And he is killing this person. Trying to choke him out, we'll say. See his head, bit of his shoulders. Okay, so again we're having two extra folders. Bring that down. Maybe that guy's just beating him up or whatever, not roughing him up as much. Okay, so have person 1 and person 2. Now, of course, these are two different people than the first panel. Okay, slightly better there. Let's see. Okay, we gotta add a little bit more flair to it than that, but this, I think this captures it a little better now. You know, we can put in here. He's obviously being stabbed with a sword or something. Put a brace on there. I don't know what this is supposed to be. We're gonna go person 1, person 2, person 3. So person one will be, I think, this guy in the middle, or person in the middle. And I do think I have some sort of towel over him. I'm gonna be able to see his bare chest. I'm gonna assume this is a guy, and he's just laying back after a night of some debauchery with a couple girls. Or maybe it's more than a girl. You know, because we do want these Israelites to have done evil in the sight of the Lord, right? This will be a girl, of course, but we're gonna have her arm down here. Gonna have it just so you can't see more of her back than anything here. Arm down this way. Have a towel or a sheet. You know what? This will be a sheet draped over her as well. And that way we can have the sheet go this way too. So this will be some sort of bed. This will be another guy. Let's put the beard on him too. Okay, so I don't know what I'm putting in pedal 4 yet. sorry. I came on to do one thing and hey Gabe, how are you this morning? Okay, so how are you this morning, Gable? Penny shot? Okay. Copy image. So we're gonna bring this. This is a picture of ball. That we are going to use to what chapter are we up to? Doing good. About to start work for the day though. Oh, okay. We're in. We are doing our second story for Lesson 9 Bible Stories. We've sketched it out for the 6 pages that it's going to take, or most of it we've sketched out. There's a couple panels that we've left open that we're not quite sure what we're going to do yet. And I'm going over what I've done to do something a little better. I guess you could say I've just done some storyboarding. And now I'm going over bringing up things. And this story is Judges chapter 3 verses 7 through 11, I think. Yeah, 11. Verses 7 through 11. So a few more verses than the last one that we did with Shamgar. Some ways not quite as exciting, I would say, but Okay, so no, I'm not sure whether this is a new thing that we've made. Well, it probably is the wood, but so you but it's sitting down, so we need to do something for it to sit down on. Right, so there we go. It is a. Is this a literal adaptation, or are you spicing it up? A bit of both. I've got the say for this page here. This is the first page of it, right? And I've taken, I've said 6 panels. And I'm taking verse 7 for this, and it says, "The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. They forgot the Lord their God, and they served the Baals and the Asherahs." So doing evil on the sight of the Lord. Obviously, I'm taking. It's a literal, but it's spicing it up. I'm choosing what I want to show. The first panel, I'm showing. I wasn't sure what I did at first, so some guy's gonna be getting beat up, mugged. Then some guy's gonna be getting stabbed with a sword. And then we got some debauchery going on here. Of the sexual kind, a guy with a woman and another guy. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the fourth panel here. So that's the Israelites doing the evil in the eyes of the Lord, those 4 panels. And then I'm going to have some a Baal statue here, and some Israelites worshiping it. And then in the next panel, I'm going to have Asherah. And again, I guess you could say, like, I'm spicing some things up where I can. Well, I guess it also depends what you mean by spicing up. Because the last one I did, Shamgar, it was one verse. And I'll take you down to it. It was basically after verse 31. After he had came Shamgar, son of Anath, who struck down 600 Philistines with an ox goad. So what I did with that was, I showed Shamgar, I showed him and his dad, showed Ehud with an ox goad, and then I did, like 4 pages of, 3 pages of, 4, 2 pages with a whole bunch of panels, a double page spread with him fighting Philistines with this ox goad and, killing them. And then a double page spread of him with a whole bunch of Philistines around him dead, that he's standing there triumphant with the ox goad. Thing. I'm trying to be a little bit literal, but also I am taking a little bit of artistic license, I guess. as long as the message is there, it's all that matters. Yeah, and most of the I'm not going to probably have a lot of dialogue unless the scripture shows the dialogue. I think the closest thing I'm going to get to dialogue is in the I know in the Othniel story in this page where it says about him going to war. I'm just going to have him looking like he's about to charge into battle, and he's going to say to war or to battle. And of course, their looks are my interpretation or whatever I can find online for people of that day and age. So I guess there's a little bit of spicing it up, but only if I think it fits properly. Like, showing the debauchery of sexual debauchery. Oh, you know what I could do? Let me get Ball in here first. Of course, I gotta make this probably a little smaller. Okay, so there we go. Z. I'll get the details on the Ball statue later. I've gotten it there, so that is what I care about. Okay, we're going to take the one out from underneath there. That looks better. Okay, so I want to come up to okay, I want to come up to panel 4 here. I just thought of something that I could do for panel 4. Because it is a sin technically. We're going to have a table here. And then we're going to have to I want a whole bunch of food here. Food. Let's bring this down a little. And then we're going to have a guy here. A big fat guy, really. He's grabbing for all the various. He's got something going into his mouth. Gotta start work. Take care. Okay. You too. Thanks for stopping by, Gable. Make sure you hit the like and share on your way out. So, we got some killing. We got some gluttony. We got some sexual debauchery. We got some beating somebody up. We might be able to change one of these because I think, try working the 4 of the 7 deadly sins, as they call them. Okay, so let's go back to 5 here. We'll mute these. Add a layer. eyes bowing down. Okay, that looks slightly better. Okay, so let's see if we can. Okay, copy this one, and we will bring it into here. Might have to make it bigger a little bit, but we will bring it down here. Yeah. Transform scale. Okay, so let's although you're not here, have a good day at work. I will. I'll just put 4 worshippers in for now. Okay, I need to. Okay, well, we're gonna end a little early because we're gonna get some other things done today. Um, but thanks for everybody coming out watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're got somewhere done. Uh, Hopefully next week we will get all these. We'll get 3 or 4 pages drawn up slightly better. Okay, so bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day. Love y'all.